And that's when I said, fuck you.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, you guys missed the beginning of that one, but it's alright. It is what it is. Welcome in. Hey, looks different, doesn't it? Isn't that odd? Isn't that weird? We're doing something a little bit special today.
We are.
But, do we want to crack into that first so that we can go back to the usual kind of look?
Into what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, on today's episode, basically what we are doing is, for most of the people, I'm sure, or everyone who listens to us or watches us, they'll know that the Game Awards are happening in a couple weeks. The beginning of December, I think, is when they usually happen. And with the Game Awards, they basically let you vote on the different categories they have, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're just doing a plain old Discord call, and I'm just going to share my screen, which you may be able to see. If not, who cares? Doesn't really matter.
I can see it on my side.
Okay, and then we're gonna vote on the categories as a bit of content, and then depending on how long that takes, I don't think it's going to take that long.
No.
We'll move on and start talking about all the other stuff we normally would as well. Yeah.
W's?
But
Epic
for Stephen, what I want to quickly do is just chuck a Steve interruption real quick, because you paid for it and it wasn't set up on that other scene. So there you go. He's there now. He's in my face.
No! Do you think Steve could beat Kratos in a fight? Fully decked out Steve, do you think he could beat Kratos in a fight?
No. Do you?
I don't know, man. Like, someone did like the math around like the stuff that he can like carry, and it's like an unfathomable amount of like stuff. So, like in terms of weight. So I think just sheer force, like dropping on top of Kratos would kill him. But it's more of a, I think it's more of a haha, funny epic. Because people are like, Steve is one of the strongest like video game characters ever. Purely based on
people say
this.
that?
Yeah. So like he can carry like an anvil, and then he can carry like 64 in one slot.
I mean, that's true.
64 in the next slot. And then you can get like a box, there's like an item where you hold like a bag, and you can put like 64 of that into one slot, and then like can do that another 20 something times. I can't remember how many. So he can hold all of that at any given point. But he's also a box man, so who knows?
I mean, if you put it that way, it kind of makes sense why people would say he's very strong, because he can carry a lot. And from that, I mean, it seems like I would be okay to say that he can carry more than maybe Kratos can.
Mm-hmm.
So,
although I'm saying that, didn't Kratos at one point like hold up like the Earth? Was there a point where he did that, or maybe I'm thinking of another?
He's like stopped a lot of stuff in like the older games, like when he fought the Greek gods and stuff.
Yeah, and he's kind of, what was that? Who was the Titan that he was fighting that carries around the thing? And he like holds the, like he stops him from crashing him with his thumbs. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't remember his name.
Kronos.
Kronos, yeah, there you go.
Kronos, yeah. And he goes, "Whoa," and then slashes thumb. Bloody good
That's
game,
it.
mate.
That's it.
Anywho, let's jump into it, eh?
What I need to do is figure out how. Can you see my mouse
So
moving around?
I'm just looking at because I've got the stream up as well. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just looking at that too.
In
But
Discord, can you see the mouse
I'm
moving
just,
around?
no, I'm just seeing you and me.
I might need to change. Stop streaming. Share my screen. And share this. And go live.
Ooh, and then I can join that, right? How do I go about joining that? Watch stream. Oh, no, not like that. It just brings up the stream. You're sharing. It says you're sharing your screen, but I'm not getting anything.
What?
Unbelievable.
This is bullshit.
More like piss cord, am I right?
I also just can't also at the same time do what we want to do. Like right now I'm on the Game Awards website, but Discord doesn't see it. Unless I come back to Discord, which doesn't make sense. What if let me just try. We've paused this preview to save resources. Well, what if I don't want you to do that?
Yeah. Can you not do that?
Hold on. Let's just do this. Show my screen share. Hides it from your personal view. There's no issue. No, that's not what I want. Oh, Discord, why you do this? So in Discord, if you look, can you see my screen being shared?
No, not in Discord, no.
What?
Do you want me to hang up and then we can call back?
Hold on. Let me. So it's just us. And now if I go the Game Awards, go live. Is there a way for you to join stream on Discord?
No. So when it says watch stream on my side of things, it's basically like, hey, okay, and then it'll bring up your Twitch as a thing.
In our call, is there like a down, if you're looking at the stream, like down the bottom left hand side, is there a way for you to click on like view screen or anything?
Nah, just share my own.
Fun. Okay, what we might need to do, technical difficulties team,
Classic move, that one.
is I am just going to.
Stream is still running. We're just wanting to save resources. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Okay, if I do stop streaming, and then I'm just gonna have to move some things around very quickly.
Whoa, Marcus on his face. Marcus on his face.
I'll make us a bit smaller.
Oh.
Put us down there.
Hello.
What is the crop key?
What?
I thought it was shift. I could have sworn the key to crop in OBS was shift.
I've used that, so I thought it was as well.
Oh, I'll figure it out. I'll put us there. Put my name there. Make it a bit smaller. Get your name.
Thought I was
Put it
doing
over there. And you know what? Let's make this smaller. There. Put the chat over there. Okay, And now I need to add another scene, which will just be. We will persevere.
While you're doing that, I saw one of the funniest fucking TikToks. And it was essentially this dude is like, I like we need women. We need women because I fucking went out and brought my like nephew some some bed sheets and I thought they were Captain America. And then like he goes to his nephew's place. And he's like, bro, this kid's been sleeping on the Puerto Rican flag for the last month. Fuck.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, that'll do. That works for now.
Well, let's have a look.
Mode.
So let's get into it. Continue.
Yeah. So,
yeah, go for it. Take it away.
We've decided that we want to do we kind of have a chat around games that have been popping up. There are going to be some categories that I'm not going to be a super big part of because I've only ever played Fortnite when it comes to like the multiplayer stuff. So
yeah,
that'll fall probably closer to Vic's side of things. But I think this will be super interesting to kind of see what we think for like the big card stuff. So without further ado, mate.
What do we do? Just click vote now. Let's do it.
I think vote now, yeah.
Nominees. Start voting. Oh, view categories?
You should, start vote. And then it should be, it's really weird, like, because you have to, like, click the vote and then you click to the next category. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so.
First up, we've got Game of the Year.
Yeah, the big. It feels we could leave this till the end because you can skip to the next category if you wanted to, but I think we've already kind of had this conversation, right?
So I just told you, but I'll tell anyone listening as well. I finished Ragnarok last night, and I think we talked about it last episode, where the only sort of reason at the time that both of us might still go for Elden Ring as Game of the Year is if the ending for Ragnarok didn't hold up. And I have finished it. And I'm not going to say anything about the ending, but I thought it was brilliant. So This is 100% what I'm going to vote for. But This is a team effort. So what are your thoughts?
So without completing God of War, in my personal vote, I already knew that it was going to be my game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, Elden Ring did a fantastic job, but there has never been a point in Ragnarok yet where I haven't been like, fuck, this is good. But there were points in Elden Ring where I was like, this, like...
Wait, fuck, this is great. Good? Or this isn't good?
This is good. Sorry, there hasn't been a point in Ragnarok yet where I've thought, this isn't good.
Yep.
Yeah. Whereas in Elden Ring, I did have a handful of times where I was like, is this just here for the sake of being here? So my vote is also going to Ragnarok, with Stray close behind.
Really?
And then, no, I didn't even play Stray.
Really now?
Yeah. But God of War is definitely my game of the year for sure.
The interesting thing with I don't know much about Xenoblade, but all of these games, these first 5, they're all third-person action games.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's always
the case
for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, I feel like there must be other games that we haven't played which are just really good.
Like...
Or even that we have played that we think... Like, are there any other games you played this year or that came out this year that you think should be here?
There
might not be, because I'm trying to think, and I don't think there are.
games on my shelf, and the issue is I can't remember when some of these games came out.
Yeah.
So that's one of the issues. I think Dying Light 2 came out this year.
I believe
Did it?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, it's Dying Light 2. Admittedly it wasn't. Yeah, it was this year.
Yeah.
It wasn't fantastic, but I enjoyed playing what I played. And to be perfectly honest, I would say that not having played Stray, I would say that it should be there instead of that. But that's
I mean,
I think that's just me being like, good-looking kid game, yes, epic.
I
Kitty.
as someone who has played and enjoyed Stray, I don't think it should be there.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 4-hour, 5-hour game that's pretty fun. Like it's not amazing in any way.
Yeah. The only thing I've seen of it is, or heard of it, is you guys talking about it. So you and Ness, and on top of that, I watched Super Mega do a let's play of it, but they had the mod where you're CJ from GTA. So that's, I think the coolest thing was that the community was given like free reign to do what they wanted with that sort of stuff, which was kind of cool. But I hate saying this, but it does kind of seem like a courtesy vote, like hey, good job, guys.
I think so too, but I also think there's just not as many big games.
Not many AAAs this year.
Yeah, that came out.
Like games that were announced were like, oh, yo, that's sick, that's epic, but it's not. But I feel like a lot of them were like, Elden Ring's come out, will delay. God of War was like, I think we could do it, and so they delayed for a little bit, but pushed it to when they did release it. Whereas, like, Forbidden West, you were like, oh yeah, I've played a little bit of that, and then Elden Ring came out, and you're like, fuck it, like I'm
pretty much
gonna
and I still haven't gone back to it.
And like, I played the first Plague Tale because it was free on the PlayStation Store, but I don't know. Like, in my opinion, I'm not sure that would be on that level. Especially because I've heard nothing about it. I understand Xenoblade because it's a really popular game series, and it's like essentially Nintendo's like, hey, we can do good stuff even on a tight budget. So I don't know. It seems like really what they're saying is, between Elden Ring and God of War, what one's better? You know?
Well, I'm gonna vote for God of War. We're in agreement on that. I think
we're in agreement on that one, yeah.
You have voted for God of War Ragnarok. Alright. Next category.
And then up yeah, that one there. Perfect.
Best game direction.
Oh, okay. That's actually a good one. Again, I think this falls, at least for me, in the Elden Ring and possibly God of War side of things. I think it's closer to, I think, Elden Ring, in my opinion, for game direction. But that is only based off the fact that I haven't finished God of War.
So it says awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Should we put this on pause and I'll have a quick chat with Mum?
Is your mum calling?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, Mum, I've got you on stream. Yeah. We're doing the podcast. Hello, Mum. How are you?
We can't hear.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Discord's not picking it up. It's alright though.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Is it something? Is this something that is super important, or we just call in to say hello?
No, it's not important. I'm just in the mood to do it.
Oh, nice.
I came out waiting for Dana to come, and I thought I would just give you a buzz.
Oh, mum,
Oh,
you're
nice.
too good. You're too good. Good. I will. I will. Look, I'll give you a call in about 2 hours, mum. Once we're all done. Cool. Love you. All right. Bye. 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 She goes, I'll let you get back to whatever makes you happy. And I was like, you know what? That's good. That's good content, man. Sick. Yeah. Sorry. Let's continue with that one.
So yeah, it says best game direction awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. So you haven't finished God of War.
No.
But there are some things that happen. Well, there's a lot that happens between where you are and the end.
Yeah.
But if we look at it from an innovation perspective, from where you are now,
I think it'd have to be
like no one's ever done a cat game before.
Yeah,
it's so innovative.
I think.
Also, wait, before can we crack our V's?
Oh yes, absolutely. All right, so I'm gonna. I think I have to go. Yeah, I have to go this way. Hold on.
Oh, mine's gonna be flipped, but I don't care.
No, I've got to go this way.
I'll just show the V logo.
There it is. Oh wait, hold up.
Try to get it the same size. There we go. Are you looking at the camera and smiling? All right, that'll do.
Hey, big. So, and yeah, in my opinion, I know that the game gets there is more content in God of War, but I think Elden Ring did something really special, considering what it came from. So, and yeah, there's some additional things that are happening in God of War compared to God of War 2018. But it's either improvements or new things that are just slightly different to old things. As well as, I guess it's like game direction is also kind of basing itself around like how the game actually was designed, and I still think Elden Ring. I think I'm gonna pick Elden Ring for this one.
That's cool. I will be doing the same. I think in terms of innovation, I think Elden Ring did more than Ragnarok has done. Ragnarok is very much a direct sequel to the last game. Like, there are new things for sure, 100%, but you're still going to places you have been before. And like with pretty much every other God of War game, there's a lot of backtracking and going back through areas you've been to earlier in the game, but now you have new ways to access those areas where Mimir's like, we don't have the right tools for that, brother.
Yeah.
And then you come back later and do it when you've got the tool.
Freya being like, maybe this area is like, honestly, I know. I'm just looking to make sure that
we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this later after all these votes, because that is my one gripe, and I've seen it's popping off online as well. A lot of people are pissed off about it. But yeah, we'll go for Elden Ring for game direction. Sorry, Stray. Maybe another category. Narrative. It's not Elden Ring. If I'm being honest, narratively,
it's not Elden Ring. It's too cryptic. There's too much like reading into things that gives you the information. Again, this one falls on Ragnarok for me. because
Yeah.
it is a
Easy.
fantastically told story.
Easy vote.
So, yeah.
I will also add on to this, I have not played either Plague Tale game. I have not finished Forbidden West, although I really liked the first Horizon story. It was great. And I'll be real, I don't even know what immortality is. So
Yeah, neither.
let's
Maybe let's do
give it a shout out. Immortality game.
It looks like
It's an
kind
interactive movie.
Yeah. So it's kind of like
I think
kind of like The Quarry or something like that. You know, like that sort of thing.
I think Solarius was playing this on stream.
Hmm.
It's like actual actors. Like it's a real movie where there's like all these different videotapes and stuff, and then you watch videotapes and find errors and stuff. I've heard it's really good, and I think Solarius really enjoyed it. But
the idea of that is quite cool, but I don't know about you. I don't particularly like watching movies when I'm playing.
no,
When,
like
when
it's
I'm playing
it's
a video game.
not
Yeah.
my game. I wouldn't
Yeah.
play it, but I'm sure people who have played that
I
would probably
appreciate the work that gets put into
For sure.
games like that, though,
For
because there's a lot of shit that they have to do. Cool. All right. Let's
Art
move
direction.
on to...
I'm seeing these three a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
And Stray. Stray's back.
Yeah. Straight.
That's a pretty cat.
Better than ever.
That's a good looking cat.
I will admit that even though when I watched Super Mega playing it, CJ was the cat, it did look really good. There were some really cool like things going on in the background that you could see, but I don't know. I think this kind of people are like, Scorn was amazing art direction. And I was like, my brother in Christ, you paid $50 for 5 hours.
Yep. It's on Game Pass. I think I will give it a go at some point, but
apparently there's like legit.
It's a puzzle
context.
game. It's
and like a puzzle game for something that I have like that people are like, we don't know what's happening. Why are we doing this? Like, there's no narrative behind it. So it's just like you just walk forward, do this, do that, and that's why people are like, I don't know. Art direction, I'm going to be.
Oh, he's frozen, team. We lost him. Oh, he's back.
Oh, I'm back.
You said I'm going to be, and then you stopped. So what?
I'm going to be real. I think this one's also going to be Elden Ring for me.
I am leaning towards it as well. I don't think it's the best looking game.
No,
but
no.
Art direction wise, it's fucking amazing.
There is a. I'm going to use your own content as a reference. You did a TikTok where you were talking about the like you see that over there, like that kind of meme. You can go up that hill. But like just looking at the way that the game looks, I believe that game has some of the best art direction. Like, in all honesty, the Souls series do, right?
Yep.
Like just those in general. FromSoft are great at that. So I'm happy for that vote.
Sweet.
I
Sorry?
should play Forbidden West.
Yeah, I need to finish it at some point.
I have beaten one. So yeah.
Best score in music for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. I want to say the last 2, maybe 3 hours of Ragnarok are fucking insane.
I'm going to say even where I'm at, there are bits in the sound design where I'm just like, fuck, man. Like I love an emotional crescendo, you know? I'm all about it. And Elden Ring does a good job when you go into boss fights, but I didn't notice it until I played through the other Souls games, how quiet they can be sometimes. Like until you get into a boss fight.
I mean, even in Elden Ring, when you're not doing anything, it's dead quiet.
There's like wind or something like that. I imagine Xenoblade has a really good soundtrack, but I haven't played 3. yet, so
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I'm inclined to go for Ragnarok though.
Like, I think when you do get around to finishing it, you will fucking fucking real man tears were shed last night
Yeah,
at the end of that
I
game. It was so fucking good.
I expect real man tears to come from my face at some
It
point.
was so fucking good.
Because I've gotten close and just like normal like in the reactions and stuff that they have together. I've been like, man, like you can tell that he just wants to be there, and he's like, I just know that this is going to be the end of it because of X, Y, and Z. But yeah, it's very good. I'm gonna go with Ragnarok for this one as well.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Mate, Ragnarok. If to be honest, if I could vote only Ragnarok, if they were like, what is the game? Not even the game of the game. I just felt, yeah, Ragnarok.
What is the game? Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. So not music, just actual game audio. I mean, I'm surprised Gran Turismo's there.
Gran Turismo has really good, like...
Like, that's fucking realistic.
I wonder if you know. Wonder if you know. Is that no? Gran Turismo doesn't do drifties, does it? That's Forza. I think.
I don't. They might do it now. I don't fucking know.
There is something super satisfying about a great sword thumping into something in Elden Ring. I haven't played Modern Warfare 2, but I imagine the guns sound pretty.
The sounds in Modern Warfare 2 are really good. But
as they should be, because that's mechanically something that you have to have well in those games. So like footsteps and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
I mean, God of War has good sounds, but I think I'm gonna go towards Elden Ring, honestly.
Yeah, I think so as well. I even like just some of like the spells, like the noises that spells make. They're pretty good. Or like the parry mechanic, like when you parry properly and you're like, yeah, that's a good noise. I like that noise.
I like noise. It's happy noise.
Brand's like, why do you parry? Because it's easy.
Best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture.
I think we know who the answer of this one's gonna be.
Well, I'm sure we're looking at these two.
Where's your mouse? Oh, yes, there it is. Yes, yeah. So I was seriously impressed with what's his name? Is it Sunny?
Yeah, Sunny.
Yeah, Sunny. I was really impressed with his performance in 2. It felt like he had a bit more, like, you know, he definitely grew into his like chops, like his acting chops. But Christopher Judge, is absolutely unreal, and I think it would be an absolute fucking travesty not to vote for him. In this one here, I do appreciate the chick who plays Aloy. I think she does a really good job. But I think just Christopher Judge did such an amazing job. So
I'm
go for.
wondering if there's another like
supporting performance,
because either like between Odin, Thor, and Freya, I would be happy voting for either of them for that category as well.
Yeah, I can't actually remember.
That's okay. Games for impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
So I only know as Dusk Falls and Citizen Sleeper. I haven't played either of them, but I watched a little bit of gameplay for both. And this was the first one where I was like, am I just throwing my vote at the thing that I saw first? So we could do a little bit of.
I'll be real. I haven't seen. I think Citizen Sleeper is the only one I've even heard of.
Yeah.
So I don't really know much about any of these other games.
I think Citizen Sleeper is not only a, like, in terms of what they're actually asking, what the vote is actually for, it's also a good game. It seems like a really good game. Like, there's a lot of your choices really impact like what is happening essentially. I would be inclined to go for Citizen Sleeper in this scenario for this game. It's on
Take your word.
I think it's on Game Pass as well, so you could probably find it when it goes on sale on Switch. I'll probably pick it up there.
Sweet.
Yeah. I think these next few might be a little bit more like, if you aren't into the indie stuff, then maybe not this one.
Best ongoing game, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time.
This one here, I understood. Destiny's done some, their DLC done some good stuff. I know Apex is constantly updating shit. Final Fantasy 14, Steven.
Yeah, Steven, if you're still there, how's Final Fantasy been this year?
I hate Genshin Impact so much. And the only thing that I voted on Fortnite because of the no build that they added.
I would vote Fortnite as well, purely because they're still killing it.
Yep. And like it's good. They're doing a good like
I don't play Fortnite at all lately. I probably haven't played it since.
I haven't played since the second season after the no build got added.
Yeah.
So that would have been the current season that's going on at the moment. I played a little bit when they added the Kamehameha. And that was the last time I played Fortnite.
But like the fact that it's free and it's been going for 6 years now, or whatever, 4 years.
2017.
Yeah, so 5 years. It's been going for 5 years now, and they're still relevant, and they're still pulling in however many millions of players a day. Just goes to show how good it is, I guess. Even though, like, obviously it's not for everyone. All of these games aren't for everyone.
Well, like, if you look at it this way, 3 out of the 5 categories are all first person or like shooters, right?
Yeah.
Then Final Fantasy is essentially
an MMO.
Yeah, an MMO, and then Genshin Impact is a gacha game.
So I don't know really anything about Genshin Impact.
It's a really well made cash grab, because it's all about like collecting all of the right character, or collecting all the characters and getting like purples or like legendaries and all that. So it's a lot of like, the only way that you will do well in the game is to actually spend money on it. Yeah, that's basically Steven nailed it.
You pay for 2D characters you want to fantasize about. Okay.
Yeah. So I would say Fortnite is my one, and it's only because I don't play any of the others. I
haven't played Destiny since properly since maybe April. I still keep up with the game itself in terms of news and how the community is, and the last couple months the community, like, Destiny goes through a cycle where they'll put out a new DLC, everyone loves the game for 2 weeks, and then reality sets in that, this is the shit we're going to be doing for the next 4 months or whatever it is. And every now and then the cycle of content is really good and it keeps people interested for those 4 months, but majority of the time it's not fun. And right now they're in a period where people are not having fun with it. But I think the main thing is, I'm sure it's the same with all these other communities, is like people just play that one game,
Yes.
and
yeah.
it's very easy to like burn out and
Yeah.
complain about shit when the reality is you should probably just take a break and play something
Yes.
else for a bit.
Yeah, 100% get that. Yeah, because I won't be surprised if like end of this year, when all of us are just like all of the boys are just like, fuck, what should we do? Like, oh, can you jump on Fortnite if you guys
Yeah,
are, and then
exactly.
we just jump on Fortnite. Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. Like it's been 4 years, 5 years, whatever, but like it's still a game where you can just jump back into it at any point, and
and like
some
if I
stuff
were
may
to
have
jump in-
changed, but
Yeah.
it's still Fortnite.
if I were to jump in right now, I don't know how far into season 2 it is, but I could still finish the battle pass.
Yeah.
Like now, it's not like let's say, I'm going to use Overwatch as an example just because I know that they're about to finish their first season, and that game came out like less than a month ago, so it's like just over a month ago.
Yeah, I think their season's 2 months or 3 months or something.
Yeah. So that's something that I was aware of.
Also, the Overwatch Battle Pass is shit. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Everyone is
At
comparing
least
it to Fortnite, and it's
And you
insane.
can like in the Fortnite Battle Pass, you're getting the V-Bucks out of it as well. So like at the end of it, if you don't spend the V-Bucks, you only need to buy one Battle Pass because you can then use what you've earned on the next Battle Pass. So yeah.
It's not even probably like Fortnite's Battle Pass is the best Battle Pass in gaming.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like you said, you can buy it once, and then if you don't spend your V-Bucks, you will never have to spend real money on the game again.
And also like I am not a huge fan of like in-game currency, so like V-Bucks for example. But like for me, when I started playing again, what I did was I spent, I think it must have been like $13 on a skin, and throughout the time of completing the mission for that skin, you ended up getting 1,000 V-Bucks, which was enough to buy the battle pass. So
Yeah.
I got the skin, I got to play and earn that stuff, and then I got that. And then yes, I did spend money on buying another skin. Shouts out Master Chief.
Let's go, Master Chief. Did you get
But
the
yeah,
little
that-
warthog buggy as well?
Yeah, I bought the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. But yeah,
sick.
that's our vote.
Yeah.
None of us, like either of us, we don't play Fortnite much at all. But we've sort of
Appreciate
discussed,
the work they put in.
it is easily one of, if not the best ongoing game. I would, if I played Final Fantasy, I would probably vote for that. But
I know that a lot of work has been put into Final Fantasy, so I appreciate.
because that's also been going a while now. When did that come out? Final Fantasy
2018, I think.
Oh, because it got like a remake or something.
Yeah.
Re-release, because it originally came out in 2010, but then they did like a reboot or something.
Mhm.
That's okay. Next category.
Eek.
Indie game. Best
Ooh.
for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. So
Oh.
I have played 2 of these.
I have played one and watched the rest.
I do want to try Sifu at some point.
Same. I just don't want to spend AAA money on an indie game.
I'm kind of
if
hoping
being
it
honest. Yeah.
either comes to one of those subscription things at some point, or I can get it for real cheap.
So, I think Cult of the Lamb did something really interesting.
Mhm.
And did a awesome job. They did a really good job with the good stuff that they put in the game. So, like it didn't feel so tedious. I think Epsilon had mentioned when I was playing it, he's like, "Oh, I just don't know if I want to do like you have to look after everyone." But that mechanic is very. It's not like Animal Crossing. It's very dumbed down and really simple to kind of deal with.
Mhm.
But it is a basic, 2D isometric, is that the right word? When
Yes.
the thing is like that, isometric top-down dash and smash game. In the scheme of things, in the whole scheme of things. I think it's gonna, and I know this sounds like a bit of a joke, but I think this one's going to fall between Stray and Neon White for me. And I haven't played either of them.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
We are voting on the Game Awards. So I've played and finished Stray. I have played and not finished Neon White. And between those two, I enjoyed my time more on Neon White.
Yeah.
Neon White it's just so fun.
Yeah.
I do need to go back and finish it at some point. But yeah, it's unlike any sort of game I've played before.
And I think that's, if we're looking at what the category is asking, it's like for outstanding creative and technical achievement. I haven't seen a game like that before. And like even just the small little bits that I've watched people play of it, I was just like, I should definitely pick this up at some point, but I just never got around to it. But it's enough for me to be like, even now, I would still be willing to pick this game up after it's been out for a handful of months. Yeah.
With Cult of the Lamb, I watched parts of you streaming it and also Epsilon streaming it, but the only times I ever saw it was when you guys were at your home base or whatever. So I never actually got to see like what the actual combat and stuff looked like.
Yeah.
But
the other thing with Cult of the Lamb as well is that it did implement something that I hadn't seen before, and that was the Twitch integration.
Yeah.
So again,
was that useful and also cool, interesting?
Yes, yeah. So the coolest thing about it was, one, if you, like, I think this would have been better if I were one, a bigger streamer, or two, had more people not watching on like their phones. Because the thing with that is, like, once you get a new follower, anyone who is watching you can like jump into a pool and be like, oh yeah, cool, dice will roll, and then you are now that follower. You don't do anything, but your name is plastered on there. So if you're a big streamer and you're playing Cult of the Lamb and you've got your Twitch integration going, and you manage to get pulled out of like the 1,600 people that are there, that's a nice little bit of advertising for your Twitch, But it was cool because, like, I had like Epsilon, Lux, like running around. I made them eat shit and all that sort of stuff. It was funny. And then there's also like the help or hinder mechanic, where you can vote to help during an outing or hinder during a outing. So like a help would be like, oh, you get all your health back, or hinder, all hits do double damage now, that sort of thing. So depending on what your community is like, will depend on how you do things. So that was super cool. It was something that I think more games will probably implement as time goes on, but it also didn't matter if you didn't have that going on.
Right. Okay.
So that was something that I thought was quite cool. But again, like, I'm okay to not vote for Cult of the Lamb, because when I voted myself, I voted for Cult of the Lamb.
Well, I mean, essentially, like, the only two I've played are Neon White and Stray. I don't think Stray is... I'm not going to vote for Stray. I don't think it's that innovative. I don't think it's like... yes, you're a cat. There's not many games where you get to play as a cat, but that's about it, where the innovation ends. It's still, at the end of the day, just you running around solving puzzles. So it's not insane. Neon White, in terms of innovation, again, I don't think it's that innovative. It is just like a running game where you pick up different cards, and you can... It's a speed running game, so you can, if you get good enough at it, you can get insane times on levels and stuff. But with Cult of the Lamb, I do think with the Twitch integration and everything like that, it's probably more technically achieved than the other one. So I'm happy to vote for that.
Cool. Then let's chuck in Cult of the Lamb. I was picking. I think I kind of leaned towards Neon White with what I'd done purely because I hadn't seen anything quite like it before.
Yeah.
Like it kind of just felt like. I know this sounds weird when I was watching it, but like Genji just doing his dash attack, but heaps.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean that's essentially it.
Yeah.
Best mobile game for the
I
best
think
game
you already
playable on
know
a
the
mobile.
answer for
Hey,
this one.
listen, Disney, come on, reach out to us, give us some
yeah.
sponsorship money. No, I don't play mobile games. The only one I've played on this list is Marvel Snap.
Yep. And I've played about 10 minutes of Marvel Snap, and I understand the mechanics straight away. I
Yeah.
get it. In terms of the other stuff, like I've played Genshin Impact on my phone, and it is like it you know, it runs the way that you would expect it to run on a phone, right? Fuck Diablo Immortal. I've never played Tower of Fantasy before. I've never even heard of it, so you know.
She got
And
that
Apex-
booty out though.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we should vote for that one.
Maybe we should just vote for that.
Yeah. And then Apex, of course, it's just a mobile.
It's a
version of
Genshin
mobile
clone.
shooter.
Okay.
What?
I mean, oh,
but I think I think I understand Marvel Snap. Like almost immediately after playing it, I was like, okay, I get the mechanics of this game. I understand the mechanics of this game. Whereas like a lot of the games that come out on phone in these scenarios are like, do this, we'll do this. All right.
I
do
also
this.
when it
Very handhold.
yeah, and when it comes to mobile games, I don't want to play a mobile game that acts like a game that's on console or something where you've got to move the imaginary sticks around on the screen.
Yeah.
Like that stuff I just will never.
I'd just play it on my Switch at that point.
Yeah,
Right? Like
so-
if I wanted to. So I think Marvel Snap is up there.
Right, let's
Is my
do it.
vote. Oh,
Only
I
one
mixed
we've
Tower Fantasy.
We'll vote on that after. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity, and game updates, patches. It's not Destiny.
I think this one might actually fall to Final Fantasy. But that's just from an outsider looking in. Mr. Steven, would you have
Mr.
any...
Alterlin, what are your
Yeah.
comments? And Snaptrapper, if you've got any comments as well.
Yeah.
If you play any of these
Again,
games.
I've only played Fortnite. No Man's Sky will get nothing from me, even if it's free. I've already voiced my opinion. But
No Man's Sky is in a good point now, but it took
Yeah.
way too long, and
it took them 7 years to get there. And
I've
as far as
also-
I'm concerned, that's 7 years too late.
I've also played it for a couple hours, and I just didn't enjoy it. It was
Yeah.
boring.
I also think I'm seriously impressed that RuneScape isn't on here.
Yeah, what the
this-
fuck,
in
man?
This category, because the way that they do voting, the way that they talk to their community, the way that they talk to their content creators, this absolutely should be on this list. But given that all the stuff that Steven has mentioned, and that's also the stuff that I kind of had read about it or seen about it, I would say Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, we'll go with Final Fantasy because, same as you, I've heard nothing but really positive things about
Yeah.
what Square Enix is doing for that game.
Mhm.
Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
So, if you remember when you first log into or turn on God of War,
Mhm.
it immediately gives you the option to look at accessibility stuff. Did you look
Mhm.
at any of that?
Yep.
Yeah, I did as well.
Didn't change anything, but
I didn't, no, neither did I. But I think it's fucking cool that they've done that.
a few there must have been a big push at Sony within the last few years because a lot of their first party games have been doing that. Like The Last of Us Part 2 had all of that accessibility stuff.
Mhm.
Part 1's there now, which has all of the same sort of accessibility stuff. And Ragnarok has, like, they're both, if you've, like, you haven't played Part 1, But if you remember Last of Us Part 2 with all the
Yeah.
accessibility stuff, it's pretty much the same in Ragnarok, and it's pretty much the same stuff in Part 1.
Yeah.
And it's good. It is nothing but good.
Yeah.
I haven't
But
played any of the other games, so I can't comment on
I
this.
think the Quarry had also done quite a good job at that as well, because of the kind of game that it is. For like, if you've played Until Dawn and stuff, there are like situations where it's like you stay still, like you have to stay still, and there are some people that can't, naturally can't do that. So I do appreciate that sort of thing as well. I haven't played it though.
Yep.
But I've played The Last of Us Part 2, and like you mentioned, if it's anything like that, and more recently I played Thor. Thor? Why do I keep fucking doing that? Fuck you, Taika Waititi, you motherfucker.
Thor
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
But no, it's going to be a toss-up between them, because As Dusk Falls and Return to Monkey Island, I haven't actually...
I'm gonna go with God of War.
Cool.
I do wish, and it's something I messaged you on Discord about the other day, and you said it as well. I do wish, hopefully, that it's something they can patch in, where they have an option to just shut your companion up for a bit.
Yeah, like turn off hints. Because that's what it is. It's hints, essentially. Yeah.
They give you no time to think for yourself.
Like, I was doing something earlier. It's not spoiling anything or anything along those lines, where I'm legit just like, cool, pulling the lever, like pulling the chain, and I'm like, cool, I can see that I've got to freeze this one thing.
Yeah.
And immediately she's like, look, this arrow will help. I'm like, motherfucker, I know. I'm not even like looking at it yet. But yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's like you come to a ledge that you're supposed to jump across. You get like 1 second, and then whoever you're with is like, we should probably go over there. And it's like,
Yeah.
no fucking shit. Like, I know that, but
I know.
I'm wondering if, obviously, to put a title on it, we are gamers. So like, we know how games work. Like,
Yeah.
we know that. So
I don't need to be taught how to catch a Pokemon in every single game.
So I'm wondering if it's something where the wider community is just dense, for lack of a better term.
A better term, yeah.
I'm sure they did testing, like they've got like game testers and stuff, and they must have, for whatever reason, come to the point where they were like, we need more hints.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of those situations where it's like, it's better to have more of them than less of them, given that like someone could get stuck at this. So it's the idea that someone could get stuck at this point. So instead, we're just going to avoid the could get stuck and move into,
yeah,
hey, here's the answer.
But they give you 3 seconds. Like,
yeah,
at least give me 30 seconds to try and figure it out myself.
It'd be fun. Another thing that you could do is that they could add in, and I feel like everything should be. It would be totally possible given the way that the game is you just straight up being like quiet.
Yeah.
Like interrupting them giving you that hint. And it could be as simple as them being like, oh, Kratos, do you think maybe, and then you can like opt to press like skip dialogue, and he just goes quiet, something like that. Nice and simple, nice and easy. You don't need to worry about it. You can use the same quiet that he uses in every other thing. But yeah, I agree.
To touch on what's going on in chat, they're talking about the worst community, and there's a discussion around Overwatch and Apex communities being shitty.
It's Pokemon. The Pokemon community sucks. They'll never be happy.
I think any dedicated fan base or anything is going to have just people complaining about shit.
No one will ever be satisfied with anything ever. That is the truth.
And I will,
at the end.
For Overwatch, I will always stand by the point that they never should have made Overwatch 2, and they should have just continued updating Overwatch 1. But for whatever reason, probably Activision or whoever decided they needed to make a sequel, And then obviously all that shit at Blizzard happened. So
Mm.
we got Overwatch 2, which is I haven't played for a couple weeks because of God of War. But I'll be going back to it now that I've finished Well, I still need to do all the other stuff I haven't
I'm gonna
done yet.
platinum this game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna platinum
working
this
my way
before I
to
move
that
on
as
to
well.
anything else, yeah.
And now that I know I don't need to play on the hard difficulty,
Hard mode.
I might just change it to easy to do all those real tough shit. But I'll
Yeah.
I'll give it a go on. No
I
Mercy.
kind of want to keep my
Yeah,
main
I want to keep going
difficulty,
until
but if I'm like this is fucking impossible, I'm gonna switch it over.
there's a couple berserkers where you will be like, what the actual fuck? But I'm sure you can do it. I will persevere.
We're epic gamers, of course.
Exactly. The Muspelheim stuff that I'm looking forward to. That's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, next. VR AR. I have no fucking comment.
Neither. I know that.
You know what I'm
Lab
going to do? Among
got
Us.
some Among Us. I've been watching people scare children in the VR Among Us, and it's funny. Go.
Was it
I'm the imposter. Like running after them.
I think it was fucking Germa. There was a clip of him just like yelling at a little kid, and the kid was like, ah! Like just running away.
There was this real fucking crack up one where it was like, kid dude was like, he leans to the kid and he's like, I'm the imposter, and he actually is, and he's like chasing after him and scaring him, and he like does the like emergency like call, and the child is like, it's him, he's the imposter, and he's just straight up like, I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Like I wasn't even around him, and because he's a squeaker like a little kid, everyone's just like, vote out Lime, and just voting out the kid because he's just annoying. They should definitely make lobbies like children versus like adults. Like
It just how like why do these kids have access to VR?
because Mama and Papa don't want to look after them, so the
Just
internet will do that.
Put a headset on and go play
Yeah.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Best action game: Bayonetta 3, Call of Duty, Neon White, Sifu, Shredder's Revenge. Interesting.
Shredder's Revenge apparently is really good, but it's again one of those like AAA costing games, and I'm just like,
I will say, I've really fucking enjoyed the Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
Cool. I would then. I have no say on this one because I haven't played any of them. So I would say, yeah. I've only heard good things about the campaign. I also saw
It's really good.
at one point, and I was like, ooh, about to shoot up an airport. I see.
It's like that's like the epilogue, like after the credits. And so, yeah, I guess in the next game they're gonna do it again, which is interesting because
plus that funny meme with Ghost.
Oh yeah, the TikTok that's everywhere now. Yeah, that's
like me looking at my mate.
Yeah. Best action adventure, God of War.
Yeah.
Easy.
We don't need to go into any more detail around that.
Best role playing game, Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. I can't even see it yet. Elden Ring, but Arceus was a close second for me.
Nice.
I really enjoyed that game. It's a shame that they couldn't fucking do that with Scarlet and Violet, but you know, whatever.
Best fighting game.
I have watched some really cool stuff around JoJo's Bizarre Adventures fighting one, but that might just be because my algorithms for everything are like, aha, you like JoJo's, here you go. But I do appreciate Shifu and what they were doing with that. So my vote would be between those two. I haven't played any of the other ones, and I know that Multiverse died super quickly.
Yeah,
so
it did fall off.
yeah.
I would go for Sifu because these
They're also
is JoJo's is the fighting game like a one-on-one side? Okay.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of like a Mortal Kombat or Tekken style fighting. They used to do an arena one, which in my opinion, aren't great. But this is it did a good job with what it was doing. But I think Shifu.
Sweet.
I would agree with that. Yeah. Given what I know.
Family game.
Oh.
Wait, hell yeah.
Um,
Lego Star Wars is the only one I've seen people play.
Yeah, I think Kirby was really cool. And I played a wee bit of the Nintendo Switch Sports, and I'll be real, it's a fucking blast. It's a lot of fun. But I think the Lego games hold a special place for me because I used to play the Lego Indiana Jones game with my little brother all the time. And I know that also it is just a good game, like the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga is really good. So I'm happy to vote that.
Sweet. Next category is Best Sim / Strategy Game.
I don't know any of these. Probably 2 Point, but only because I watched you play it.
Yeah, this is the new one where you do at university and stuff. The hospital one was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not much of a RTS person.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen any of the Dune game. I know Warhammer's always a crowd pleaser.
It's just
hate Mario. And I hate the Rabbids as well. Like, I hate that those two crossed over. I don't know.
All right.
And the issue is that game keeps getting sequels. Who's buying it? Who's buying this game?
There's an audience out there.
Yeah, but there's an audience out there for like fucking Donkey Kong, and the last Donkey Kong game they put out was like 2019.
No, but
it's
Nintendo. They pump out Mario games and people buy them.
Well, what they should be doing is pumping out fucking Pokemon games because that's one of the highest selling things in the world. Just do more Arceus, you fucking bastard.
Give Marcus what he wants.
Yeah, you cunts. Just calling Nintendo cunts. Don't worry, they don't sponsor anyone, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Sports and racing games. I do not play these.
Neither. I heard Ollie Ollie was really cool.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for that.
And I hate FIFA and I hate 2K.
Best multiplayer.
The same game.
Yeah, it's the same thing every year. But I play Call of Duty, so hey, I can't talk. Speaking of, I mean, I'm biased because I play Overwatch, and I not Overwatch. Snapchat says, I am enjoying Overwatch 2. I've barely played any Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, but my choices would be between those two.
Okay.
And I'm more leaning towards Overwatch.
Those are my two, and I would lean towards Overwatch, but only because I played like a gratuitous amount of Overwatch 1. And if they have just improved...
They haven't. They have not.
Then... Fuck, I don't know. Then, because I haven't played Modern Warfare. You know what? I played a lot of the original Modern Warfare 2. Let's pick that.
I'm happy with that, because so did I.
Yeah, I got called the N-word, so what?
Content creator of the year.
Bit of content?
Why are we not there? What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna go Ludwig.
I would go Ludwig as well.
He's done a lot of stuff this year. Was it this year that he did the 30 days of streaming? Of like non-stop like streaming? Or was that earlier? Or was that last year? It was last year. Still. Fact of the matter is he fucking...
He's developed the Luddy, you know? Have you hit the Luddy?
No, is it very similar to the Gritty?
No, it's even better.
Oh.
Here we go. Hit the Luddy.
I can see that you've already watched the first one.
Oh yeah.
That involves rhythmically moving your arm in a
Oh yeah, I've seen this on TikTok. People doing it.
With the smile. You have to do it with the smile.
I wanna make that a channel point redemption. God, he has such a cool life, eh? Like, because he just like doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's just happy doing what he's doing.
But the thing with this is he did it at like the phase. There was like a phase party or whatever. So they're all like G's and like hardcore as, and then they turn the camera to him and he just starts doing that, and they're all like, "What the fuck?" And now it's just become this thing that everyone does. He got XQC to do it. Like Hassan did it.
It's so good. He's like, Hassan can't. He did it the wrong way round. Whoa, who's that?
But yeah, that's the Luddy.
All right, if we hadn't voted for him already, that would have solidified the vote for me. Fuck, that's so good. Holy shit, they gave me that. I'm crying real tears from laughing at that.
Like, what has Carl Jacobs done? Isn't he just the guy who works for Mr. Beast? Isn't that him?
Yeah, it is, and everyone hates him.
I don't know who Nibelian is.
Yeah, that's
and
Mob Psycho.
Why does he not even have his face there?
He's probably a like a faceless streamer, I imagine.
Let's do Nibelian. Oh, his icon is literally Mob.
Speaking of, I should really jump into that.
Yeah, I need to at least watch more episodes of season 1.
Yeah.
I don't know who Nobru is, and Cutie is just Ludwig's girlfriend. So there we go.
Oh, so we're basically voting for her as well.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, sick.
He just works for Mr. Beast. That's all Carl is known for. Yeah, like I thought he was just the guy who works for Mr. Beast.
I'd work for Mr. Beast given the opportunity.
Hell yeah.
Vampire Survivors.
Yes, I would agree.
I think
100%.
That game has done something. One, it is just like at first you're like,
I just want to say, Stray, Tunic, and Neon White, I did not realize they were all new games from brand new studios. So, shouts out to them as well, because those are all like, I know, like I haven't played Tunic, but I've watched videos of it. It looks really well made. Stray is really well made, and Neon White is really well made. I don't know what Norco is, so I can't comment on that. But and Vampire Survivors, obviously, we voted for it. But the fact that these are all the first games that studios have made is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, Vampire Survivors for sure. It is. I haven't played it for a long time, but it's fun.
Let me check my Steam. I want to see how many hours I've put into this game.
I won't have many, but I'll check mine as well.
I think mine is almost 100 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you don't even do anything. You just walk around.
I've almost got all the achievements for it as well.
Oh shit.
I'm
at 14 hours.
I'm at 98 hours.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I think there may have been one point where I was playing it and then forgot to close it.
Ah, well,
and, like,
still take it.
Left it running. Yeah.
Just take it.
So, but even then, that would have been like an additional, 8 hours max, maybe? If I just forget to log off my computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yes, really good game. Interesting that it blew up so much considering the, premise of the game.
Lucid made a really, really good point. The weekly updates that were coming out, even if it was just a really simple, quality of life thing. He was constantly updating it. And when he released 1.0, he was like, I'm gonna continue updating it. So and since then there have just been more and more clones of this game coming out, and they all are really good as well.
Nice.
So the auto attackers and everything.
Yeah.
He's done a really good job. So I'm super about it.
Wait, it's on Xbox as well?
No fucking way, is it?
Just said very anxious.
It's on
Xbox
Game
page
Pass.
isn't out yet, but it is on Game Pass, I think.
I'm surprised that it hasn't been put on Switch, to be honest. Or
Oh, it
ported
seems
to
like
Switch
the
yet.
the perfect game for
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah, like you're on a fucking train ride or something, buddy. Jump on that. Yeah, sick.
Best
Good on 'em.
adaptation. Oh, why is Arcane here? Didn't that
Is that
come
coming
out?
this year?
No.
That came out beginning of this year, bro.
Fuck off.
Straight it.
November last year.
Oh, really?
I guess
admittedly,
it's still
it would
within the
have
cycle.
been within the year cycle.
I mean, that's my vote, but Arcane is
Oh.
fucking insane. Like,
So, I have watched one episode of Arcane because I
what
appreciate
the
the
fuck?
work. I am going to say that it's Cyberpunk.
I haven't finished Edge Runners. I'm like three episodes in.
It is fucking good.
I've
It's
heard that.
really, really good.
I've heard.
Like, even if the source material didn't exist, like even if
Yeah, like as a standalone thing.
yeah, it is great. The Cuphead show is a really good watch as well. I really enjoyed watching that. As and I watched it, and it was not something that I thought should be like, haha, this is funny.
Interesting.
So I haven't watched either of the Sonic movies because I just didn't. I never got around to watching them. But
I have heard that they are far better
Yeah,
than
good.
they deserve to be.
yeah.
I've watched
Also,
Uncharted.
the guy who voices Sonic is great.
Yep.
And Idris Elba is bloody Knuckles. Let's be real, the goat.
The GOAT. For
I haven't
Uncharted,
watched Uncharted.
I am a huge fan of the games.
Yep.
And the movie is
Naughty Dog do some good stuff, eh?
yes. I know it's not for everyone. Like, there's a lot of people who don't like the games, and that's fair enough. Like, what they say, opinions are like assholes. But
yeah.
I enjoyed the movie. It's not like it's weird seeing Tom Holland because you look at him and if he's doing an American accent, you're just like, well, he's Spider-Man.
You're Peter Parker, yeah.
And Mark Wahlberg as Sully is still a weird decision, but at the end of the movie, he comes in with a mustache, so I'm like, hey, that kind of redeems it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's like a fun action movie. But we are going to vote between these two. I haven't finished Edge Runners. You haven't watched much of Arcane. I wholeheartedly, and I'm going to basically put this up to the guys in chat, what they want to vote on between these two. But I wholeheartedly believe that Arcane is like the best video game adaptation like ever.
Well,
I don't even play League, but like Arcane is
I think
insane.
It also has something to do with like this is following characters in a game that has existed for a really long time. Whereas Edge Runners follows a brand new character who is mentioned in the games after the release of Edge Runners, and essentially the only mention that was in it was, hey, here's the trailer that was on Netflix. You get to watch that in game. Here's his jacket, like his thing jacket. I really appreciate Arcane. I appreciate what they've done. I fucking loved Edge Runners, but I think Arcane will probably take it if we're gonna look at it this way on my side of things. But what does everyone else think?
We've got a couple votes for Arcane. Snaptripper wants to vote for Sonic. I think we'll go with Arcane, but in saying that, I have only heard good things about Edge Runners. I haven't finished.
Same with Arcane.
Yeah, I haven't finished Edge Runners. I'm gonna do that. I might try power through it this weekend. How many episodes are there?
10 episodes.
Okay, because I think I've watched 3.
Also, anime titties, if that's what you're into.
You fucking know it is.
I also know that Arcane, like that. Another thing is like both of them do a really good job with fight.
Wait, there's animated titties in Arcane as well.
Oh,
So there you
all
go.
right, completing all of it tonight.
We'll go for Arcane. Edgerunners is
With
such a
caveat
close
that,
second. Yeah.
Granite, that,
Yeah. I'm happy that if either of these were to win, I'd be absolutely fine with that.
Yeah, I think, to be perfectly honest, I think Arcane will win because that has stood the test of time of other things coming out, and people still being like, "Fuck, that's good."
Like these two, I haven't seen the Cuphead show, and these two are kind of, I guess, in a way. But what I'm saying is, these two things, even from watching 3 episodes of Edgerunners, it makes me want to play Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
And watching all of Arcane, it makes me want to play League. And like, I know part of my body wants to play League, but if I watch a TV show and I finish it and I'm like, fuck, maybe I should play League, it's obviously done something. So
yeah. Same. Well, that's why I went back to Cyberpunk, because I was like, I watched through Edgerunners and I was like, oh man, like I should just give this another go. People were saying that it's playable throughout my entire game. It crashed once. Which is a significant improvement from what it was
I
when
like
it first came out.
And it's interesting because like as I was watching Edgerunners, I am like leaning more towards maybe I'll pick up Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
It's on my wish list on Steam, so I'll wait till it's like $20-$30.
It should be at some point soon.
It's
I imagine.
not on sale right now, so it's still $100 at the moment. But when it's on
to
sale,
be perfectly honest, your PlayStation? Do you have the disc drive one?
I do. Yes.
Okay, you could always take it from me.
Oh, that's a good point.
I've got the PS4 version, but you just download the PlayStation 5.
Okay, maybe I'll do that and see if I like it.
Yeah.
And then if I do really like it, I'll probably get it on PC because I'm not good with controller shooters anymore.
Although in saying that, there's a lot of like it's pretty easy. You know, you're not gonna. Yeah, it's not like you're playing COD.
But yeah, your point, Lucid, is so true. Like if you were to tell me last year that there are multiple video game based shows that are actually good, I wouldn't believe you. And the fact is, like, there have been, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Most anticipated game. My vote, I'm very biased, so I'm going to say Resident Evil 4. But
yeah, and for someone who hasn't played Resident Evil 4, this is the game that I'm super biased about as well, because I watched you play it and I was like, so much is going on. I would like to play this as a newer game at some point, and that's mine. The other one that I would pick is Final Fantasy.
Really?
Because I was a big fan of Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, 15 is great.
Yeah, and watching, like, me and my mate Matt, he actually might be watching. Oh no, he's helping one of my other mates move, so probably not. But me and my mate Matt when the trailer came out for 16, I messaged him first and was like, "What do you reckon?" And me and him had a big old chat about it. So that's my other one. The other three, I don't know much about Starfield outside of it being a like Space
Elder Scrolls. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and you are both in agreement around Zelda. I'll probably still pick it up, but I'm not sure I will. It's not something that's like I need to pre-order everything about this. And the Hogwarts Legacies, it keeps getting delayed, which leads me to believe that it might not be fantastic. But I may pick it up depending on the outcome of it. But yeah, Res Evil.
Easy.
All of those games, though, they're really good picks. Like, they're really good, like... Because
I'm trying to think of, like, any other game coming out next year that might be here, but I can't think of anything at the moment. But yeah.
Nope. Oh, man.
Will you be playing...
It'll be interesting.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go.
I was just going to say, it'd be interesting to see how many of
Silk
these
Song.
will be in
There
Game of the Year. Oh, Silk Song, of course, yeah. How many of these games will be in Game of the Year next year? Like, what the thing will be?
I think, like, Zelda probably will, because Zelda always is. I would assume RE4 might, but it sort of depends. I don't think Hogwarts Legacy will, and I don't know. I mean, I can't really think of games coming out next year. Let me see if there's
Well,
anything.
admittedly, like Final Fantasy will probably be in the top 5 for sure.
Because the only other thing would be because Callisto Protocol comes out in a couple weeks, and if that's really good, then we might see that.
If that's as good as the Dead Space games, then yeah, no.
Crisis Core comes out next month as well. Shit.
Oh fuck!
It's gonna be 2 games
It's gonna
in
be
a
an
month.
expensive month, yeah. I think I'll wait for Crisis Core, but I will get Callisto Project.
And then Dead Space comes out in January. Oh my god.
Yeah. Silk Song, I've already kind of said this, but I think Silk Song's going to come out in February. Next year.
Have they put a date on that yet?
No, it's still TBC.
Yeah.
They also did a weird thing recently, and I'm not sure. Lucid, you'll probably know a little bit about this, but they put out a wee bit of like a trailer for it around Game Pass, being on Game Pass, but no announcements on any other devices, like any other consoles or anything like that. So
Before June.
I think,
okay.
Yeah, I think I think that'll be interesting if they do the release purely on Game Pass or on Microsoft products. That might screw that might annoy a couple of people, but I'm gonna get it on PC anyway, so it doesn't matter. You were gonna ask something though before I started choking, and
I can't remember what I was gonna ask.
was it around Res Evil?
No, it's alright. We'll move on. It might come back to me. Best esports game. Do you watch any esports?
I used to watch Overwatch League.
Okay.
And Hugh will jump on to the league esports stuff. And I'll low-key only watch it around that. I don't know enough about the other games. Rocket League is entertaining to watch.
Have you?
But again, I don't know.
Have you seen any of the Rocket League tournaments?
The last one that I watched would have been 3 years ago.
Oh, the crowds are fucking. Also, the same for because Counter-Strike had their World Champs or whatever it's called in Brazil this year, and the Brazilian crowds are fucking insane.
Yep. The chat are giving us a vote.
Valorant. When you say you were in one, Snaptrapper, what do you mean? Were you in the crowd, or did you compete? And if so, can we see you on YouTube? Are you in a video anywhere? So I can be like, it's old Snaptrapper.
Yeah.
Which one? Let's bring it up.
On Twitch.
On Twitch, okay. Opara. What? Valorant. Twitter. I don't want to go to Twitter.
Twitter.
School esports. Ah, I see. No, that's not it.
How cool is that?
Unless this is it. Is this your Twitter? We'll look. I'll keep that tab open. We'll look at that.
Yeah, we'll have a look later. Yeah, I'll go Valorant.
Oh, you painted your toenails. Nice. We'll go for Valorant.
Not for free.
Yeah, don't show that. We have to charge money.
How much?
How much? More than these guys would pay. $5 for a picture of your feet.
Well, I had a mate get enough money.
You do?
I had a mate who sold pictures of her feet to people online, and she sold enough of them to pay for a 2 months trip to Japan to snowboard.
Marcus had a friend who sold pictures of her feet and got enough money to go to Japan for 2 months.
Nice.
So,
You find me the platform?
OnlyFans.
I'll do it.
There you go. Get your laptop. Open up OnlyFans. Register an account. Make me one too.
You want to?
Hmm.
Why?
For my feet.
No one wants your feet.
Oh, it's fucking... Jesus!
What?
What was the question you wanted me to ask Megan?
What's her favorite thing about you?
I'm gonna derail what we're nearly at the end of the vote, so
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
What is your... Marcus is gonna ask is the same if she's willing to do it. I know you're willing because you're always down to do this. What is your favorite thing about me?
Ooh. Wait, can I think about it? I'm gonna go pee.
Okay, come back.
I need to pee, but I'll come back.
You just gotta think about it because there's so
Alright.
many good things
Yeah,
about
there's too
me.
many
It's just-
things.
It's hard to choose, you know.
Yeah. Sick. What was the next one? What is the next one we're looking at?
Esports athlete.
I don't know any of these people.
I know
so-
Faker is like the goat of League. Everyone loves Faker.
Hmm.
Simple's like one of the goats of Counter-Strike.
Are there any face people? Oh yeah, there is. Yeah. Whatever.
Kerrigan.
Carrigan. Don't know.
Yeah, I
I'll go-
know Faker's team, they did lose Worlds, so... I can't remember if Simple won. I don't know. I think Navi got kicked out. They lost. I think the Brazilian team might have even won.
Yeah,
but-
I don't know. I don't know enough of.
I'm just going to say we voted Valorant for the best esports game, so we're going to pick the Valorant player.
Yep, do it.
Right, Megan's back. She's thought of something. Here you go, have the microphone.
I didn't need to think about it. I needed a wee.
Oh, sure, tell yourself that.
Rude. My favourite thing about you is how you unapologetically stand up for what you believe is right. And you're not afraid.
That's a good one.
And I'm what?
That's
You're
a
not
real
afraid
good one.
to take a stance on what you think is right. And you give great cuddles.
Hell yeah, baby! You heard it here first.
Nothing but W's as far as I'm concerned.
There you go.
Hey, Ez,
Thanks.
can you
Marcus is
come here?
asking
I
us
want to
that.
ask you a question.
You better say great cuddles.
She won't. I'm sweaty as hell.
Did she say your dick?
She hasn't answered yet. But Marcus said he's too sweaty for great cuddles.
Aww.
Perspiration things.
Cool.
Thing, isn't it?
Here, I'm gonna ask you a question,
Can't relate.
and you need to answer honestly. What is your
I'm
favorite
scared.
thing about me?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
She has
What's the
to pick
big
one.
You just had to pick one.
No, it's hard. Probably your sense of humor.
It's a good one.
Everything's funny.
Everything is funny.
Everything
Tell it is.
is sense of humor.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah. Any additional things? that
Any
you wanna
additional things?
add? Because Vic got two.
Oh,
So-
I did get two.
What
I
did
did
you
get two.
Okay.
So Vic was how he unapologetically stands up for what he believes in, and he's very good at cuddles.
Oh,
But
that's
I
cute.
said that I'm not great at them because I'm super sweaty.
Yeah, you're too sweaty. Hairy.
And here,
Too sweaty and hairy for cuddles.
I don't know, you're just a good person without being like, I'm a good person.
That's a good one.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good
that-
one.
Like, you're very caring, but you're not like, I'm so caring. Like, I'm
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
She said
You just
he's a very good person, but he doesn't like gloat.
good at
Aw,
things.
that's cute. You gloat.
I do gloat.
You're like, I'm a good person and I fucking know it. Yeah, you
Thank you, I
gloat.
love you.
You've got a big head. But I love that too.
I can help you. We'll probably be done in the
Because
next
I'm-
like half hour or so. Epic gamer moments.
I'm a bad
She
I love ya.
she also
That's what you
she
love.
also said what did
That
else
I'm a
did she
bad
just say?
bitch.
Stop attacking me.
Not attacking you.
But yeah, that was a funny wee. I feel like we have to do something like that every
Oh, it's
time now,
becoming
just
a
so
thing
people-
now.
people so people know that we're not just like epic gamers, we're also epic lovers.
Hey,
I know what you love about me.
what?
Number one, I'm a bad bitch.
Bad bitch.
Number
Mhm.
two, my ass.
Your ass.
Hell yeah, baby.
That's what it's about, ladies and gentlemen.
We're a very surface level couple.
Oh Lord,
That's the truth, though.
it's true. And you smack your ass as you walk away.
Hells yeah. Gotta keep it looking good. That shit on fire.
Bye. I can't find the stream of. That's all good, Step Trapper. That's all good. Our next question: best esports team.
Look, I only know FaZe.
Okay.
And even then, I'm not even sure like what FaZe Clan do anymore, because they've like branched out so much in the brand that they are. So, any of these criticals thing?
No.
Well then.
His esports is called Moist Esports.
Oh, that's right. And they did
Rocket League. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start with this one because I don't watch enough of the.
The only one here that I sort of follow is LA Thieves.
Cool. I'm happy to
Um,
give them that.
They won the Call of Duty World Champs this year.
Oh fuck! Really? That's.
Do you know
I
anything about 100 Thieves?
Well, I thought FaZe were super big in Call of Duty.
They won last year.
Mm.
And they were one of the top teams. Like, they are one of the top teams. I can't remember if they came second this year or third. But yeah, 100 Thieves won this year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know much about 100 Thieves?
No.
So do you know Nadeshot?
Yes.
It's his brand. Like, he started 100 Thieves like 5 years ago or something. When because he was on Optic, and then
that's right. Yeah.
he left Optic and started his own brand. And like 100 Thieves is huge. They're like way bigger than Optic is. They're like they've got like fashion stuff. Like, their clothes look pretty sick too. Like, if I go to
Nadeshot was super, like, he was like a real big part of like that kind of community and everything like that, right? So
yeah, like they've got streamers like I think Courage and Valkyrie are like part owners of 100 Thieves now as well. But they do like they do clothes, they have sponsorships with, like, I think they're the only esports brand with like a vehicle sponsor. Like, Lexus sponsors them.
that's Lexus. That's fucking epic, man. Mate, if you're in the States and you want to make big money, get run over by a Lexus. I promise you, you'll earn big bucks.
But yeah, they've got like all this apparel.
That's cool, man.
They're like an
That's
esports
real
brand,
cool.
but also a clothing brand.
It looks like they're trying to do like a little bit of like the what's it called, para. Like they're like it's like a hiking brand. Like, it's really good quality, like hiking.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
their new stuff, like the Kathmandu and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
But they have like all this other stuff. They've got just heaps of apparel. Not long after they started, I think Drake might even have part ownership of the company.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're popping off.
Let's chuck them in. I appreciate the fucking hustle. And I do like I used to watch Nadeshot when I played COD way back in the day.
Coaches, I've got no idea.
Neither. If Critical was there, it would be him. I actually don't know.
I'm gonna give this to the chat. Do you guys have any preference?
The only one that I'm looking at right now is the guy holding the trophy, because that means he must have won something.
Yeah, true.
Right? Good old Matthias. Bizarka.
Berserker? Maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's probably right.
Random number. Alright, fair enough. Dice roll 5-side. Go. 2. Alright, there we go. We're going with him. Nice. He won.
Big. Who do you
Best
think would win in a
esports.
boxing match? That's such a good.
We can't change our vote. This guy would probably win. The Roban dude. Look at him. Look at those forearms.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck. All that dude does is those gorilla grip
I can unclick it.
things every day.
Oh wait, I can. Shall we go with Robin? Because of
Yeah,
his
I'm gonna go with Robert.
solid forearms.
Forearms. Fucking hell.
Best esports event. I know that the Worlds for League this year were huge.
Yeah. I am
Evo's always good.
really- Yeah. I'm really, really biased. Evo is my pick for this
Yeah.
one.
Evo's always good.
I have some like I remember watching like Evo back when I lived in Wellington, and I was like, oh, I should really start playing fighting games again. Like just cause. But it sucks is like I think we've kind of all talked about this before. You either get too good to play with your mates, or you're not good enough to play with like the people who play like kind of competitively.
Yeah.
But Evo is definitely in my like every time it's on, I'll always like crack into it and watch a few things. But mostly the Street Fighter stuff.
So we're both sort of leaning towards Evo, but what I would like to do is do it based off of which trophy looks the coolest. So the Evo one we can't see because there's all sorts of different ones for the different games. Yeah. But as an example, this guy won the Tekken 7 and it's kind of meh.
Yeah, it's like a little glass trophy, like a little thing.
But
unless
if we
it's a real
look...
diamond.
That's a real diamond.
That's a real good call out. All right, let's go by best trophy.
I like the Valorant one. It's like a cracked hourglass and it's gold. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool looking one.
But the World's Cup is insane.
Yeah, and it's fucking massive as well. Oh, I think I'm gonna go to the Worlds. That's my vote.
All right, let's do it.
I really appreciate the cool design, but I think the Worlds is like one of those like classic, really like nice trophies. I wouldn't know. I've never won a trophy like that before.
Yes, you have. Believe in yourself. You just haven't won one yet. That's the keyword. Yes, yeah. Exactly. Cool.
No, I won a trophy back in high school for being funny.
Nice. No.
Shout out my drama teacher.
We got this one.
Hold on a moment.
Hey, look at this.
Best laugh, baby. Best laugh. How good was it that both of us won a trophy? This was fucking goats.
All right, and then that's it. That's all of our votes locked in.
Hell yeah, look at us. There's a bit of content for you guys. Fucking an hour and 50 minutes of it. Hello.
Yeah, we got trophies for like a work event we had earlier this year.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what mine was for.
Mine was best laugh.
I think biggest.
It says... What did you win yours for?
I think for lying, for the best liar.
Oh, snake. Biggest snake or
biggest
something
snake,
like that, right?
Yeah. For this game we were playing.
Oh, fuck. Ivy walked in here, looked at me, walked out, and now it fucking stinks. She definitely farted. Holy. She just fucking crop dusted me like nobody's business.
Shit. Okay, well, that's it. We have voted on all of the Game Awards stuff. The Game Awards themselves are happening on December 8th.
Yeah.
Which
so we'll see if there actually might be a bit of content. Oh no, it's one just before.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a bit of content on Crate Day, so.
Oh fuck, are we?
Yeah, we are. So I'm gonna get at least 3 crates deep in my one.
Fuck yeah, should we just do it?
Well, yeah. Well, I figured why not?
Yeah,
like,
right. All right.
It's and for the we should still have a V. We should still have a V.
Yeah, we'll still have a V.
Say. But yeah, I think come the following.
I think
one
come. So dumb. So fucking dumb.
The following, so on the 17th, that's that would be the following one after the Game Awards. So we could potentially do a little. This is our votes, and this is what they voted
Yep.
for.
Yep.
What actually won or something. So we can see if our Epic Gamers ideals followed along with every other Epic Gamer. And then I just realized our next episode of bit of content, which we'll probably have to have a chat about, is going to be New Year's Eve on our side.
I
So
will
we'll
be.
so we'll have to shift that
Yeah,
to somewhere else.
I'll be back home, so I won't have any other stuff to do it.
Mm.
Oh,
Game of moments.
we'll figure it out. But yeah,
I mean, if we have to shift it, we can shift it. It's not an issue. Fuck yeah, man! Look at us. Hey, how's your week been?
yeah, pretty good.
Good. Same.
Nice. I think because we're back to our normal schedule, right? So our next one will be
so
the
we'll
third.
be 2 weeks from now.
Cool. At that point, you probably will have finished.
I will have definitely finished it because it's going to take priority now.
Sweet.
I'm just going to be like, whenever I get the chance, I'm just going to be playing it.
So yeah, the next episode we will be fully going. Like it'll probably be just talking about.
God of War.
There might be some other stuff, but it'll be like a spoiler filled discussion around God of War Ragnarok. Because I have finished it last night, but Marcus still has a little bit to go. So by the time the next episode comes out, we will be talking about it. Yes, Snaptrapper, if you've got clips, chuck it in. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, do it. That'd be cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. We are almost at our 2-hour mark. So
Yeah.
if
Do we
there's
want
any
to do
like
our suggestions?
Oh yes, I had one. Fuck, I had one. What was it? Go for yours first while I tried to think of what I was
So I have been I've been playing playing God of War, but outside of playing God of War, I have also been playing, like, particularly if I'm like watching someone streaming or something along those lines. Admittedly, this has been over the last like few weeks. There is I'm going to say that this is something that you have to download illegally in order to play it. But it's a Nintendo Pokemon Fire Red ROM hack, so you'll need like a Visual Boy for it. That is really hard, but like mechanically speaking, is really well made. So like the game basically sets you to like a level cap until you beat a certain thing. All of the people that you battle, including just random trainers, play as if it's an actual like competitive game.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll use certain mechanics. Their Pokemon have certain like specific IVs and stuff like that. So it gets really difficult really quickly. I've been playing that for a while, and I'm like, this is super hard. But when you like figure out a strategy, super rewarding. So it's called Pokemon Radical Red. I'm not going to post a link in anything for it. Potentially maybe the Discord if anyone wants to look at it there.
Sweet.
But it's really hard, but really rewarding and super fun. It has, I think, it hasn't got the newest Pokemon, but it's got every Pokemon up to the Sword and Shield era in it. So highly recommend if anyone is into that sort of stuff. It's cool.
Okay. I'll be there probably a bit later. Come say hi.
Stay?
Yeah.
No,
What? Milk tea. Okay, I can bring a boba.
Boba.
With
Boba
Pearl.
tea.
With Pearl.
With Pearl. Actually, we might get a bubble tea.
I love
after
you.
this.
I'll see you later.
Bye, Megan. Love you. Cool.
What was I going to say? So my recommendation is, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're probably already watching Andor. It is fucking good. I think the last episode is coming out this week coming. I think even if you're not a Star Wars fan, it's probably okay to follow as like a standalone sort of thing, but it's just very well written TV, and it's always the case when Star Wars do stuff that has essentially like nothing to do with the Skywalkers. Like when it's got nothing to do with the main cast of the Star Wars movies, it's just good. And so I would recommend that. But that's pretty much it. It's just very good TV. It's on Disney Plus, which some of you might have. Otherwise, you can find it somewhere. But
yeah.
Andor, that is my recommendation. It's good TV. Almost finished. There's like 12 episodes. I think this episode coming is the 12th. Maybe I'm getting that number wrong, but that's the last one for the season. But yeah, otherwise, fucking just if you can and you like action games, play God of War Ragnarok.
Fuck, honestly. Lucid just made a really good point. I'm not going to post any links.
Yeah,
to
I saw that
download
as well.
This Pokemon game. But if you want to look at it, Radical Red, that's all you need to type in, and you'll be able to find. It's like the first link. You might want to type in 3.1, which is the most recent version of it. But yeah,
sweet.
I think that's probably going to be us, eh?
Yeah, that's us. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to talk all about God of War.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, guys, and watching us go through the Game Awards categories and have a chat about everything and what we're gonna see. But yeah, Game Awards are happening in a couple of weeks, just under a couple of weeks. So tune in. Or watch highlights afterwards, whatever.
Yeah.
It is the closest thing we sort of have to. Well, I mean, it is essentially like an Oscars night.
Yeah, it's our Oscars award.
And they usually
we
have.
Are gamers, and we're the most oppressed race as far as I'm concerned.
What the fuck? Give us what we want.
Yeah.
And what we want is more microtransactions
More
and loot
microtransactions, more rigged loot boxes, more big streamers and YouTubers pushing a gambling thing into a game and being the people who actually own the thing around it. Shouts out the Syndicate Project.
The Syndicate
my mans.
Project. For his, what was it called?
CS. It was a CSGO one. Yeah.
But that's us, team.
That's us.
We're going to head off. Have a good rest of your day, night, morning, whatever it is. We will be back. I will be back to streaming regularly again now that I have
you've finished God of War.
I have been thinking on what to stream next, because I do, like, obviously I started Resident Evil Village, so I should probably finish that. But I've also been wanting to jump into a couple other things, and with Callisto Protocol coming out in a couple weeks, I probably will stream that too. Yeah, but we'll see. But that's us.
Yeah.
What are you streaming next?
I will continue to play through Pokemon, even though it's running at 20 frames a second. I will continue to play that on stream. I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow. I'll have a quick chat with you again after that, Vak, depending on what our schedules look like tomorrow. Otherwise, it'll just be Pokemon until Callisto Project comes out, and then I'll be on that grind.
Sick. All right, team. Have a good one.
All right. Have a good one, team. Appreciate you.
Adios.
See ya.